Hi, this is Dr. Greg Oliver, and welcome to Fat Doctor TV. Hope you're having a good day, a good week, and soon to be a new month, so hope this is a great month for you. Today we want to talk about insulin and insulin resistance and insulin sensitivity. Now, we're not going to get terribly technical. I know that sounds all medically technical, but let's go ahead and talk about insulin, because most people who are overweight, most people who are obese, and have difficulty losing weight have problems with insulin. Now, we call it insulin sensitivity. That means how sensitive is your body to the insulin that you produce. Well, if you're resistant and you're not very sensitive to that, you typically will produce excess amounts of insulin to try and keep your blood sugar under control. When you have extra amounts of insulin, you're going to be very hungry and you're going to focus on eating carbohydrates. So the question to ask yourself, number one, is, am I overweight? Number two, am I obese, which is greater than a BMI of 30, or if you basically are overweight by 30 or 40 pounds, you're obese. If you can answer yes to that, you probably have an insulin issue. Number two, you might say, do I crave carbohydrates? That's a question you want to ask yourself, and the answer is yes. I crave things like bread, pasta, potatoes, rice, and all the things that are made from that, like chips and snack foods, cookies, cakes, candies. If you crave those things, you probably have an insulin issue. And the other thing that you want to ask yourself is do you find that you eat and eat and eat until you're over full? And if you do, you probably have an insulin issue. So what do you do about this? I think it's important that you get with your doctor or your healthcare provider and discuss this. Now, a lot of people think that insulin is really only related to diabetes, but you can have insulin issues long before you ever become diabetic. And patients who never become diabetic but are overweight or obese can certainly have insulin issues. So there are some tests that should be done to measure the levels of insulin. Typically we do a fasting insulin level. Sometimes we'll do insulin levels serially after you've eaten a meal or eaten a certain amount of carbohydrates. So there are tests that can be done to find out if you have insulin resistance or insulin sensitivity. And based on that, there are treatments that can be done to lower your insulin resistance, and all those symptoms will start to get better. You'll start to lose weight, you'll be less hungry, you'll crave less carbohydrates. And so if you think you may be someone who has that, and I would venture to say if you're obese or overweight, you probably have some insulin issues, get with your doctor and figure that out. And if you can't find a physician who'll do that, get with us and we'll recommend someone for you or be able to answer any questions you might have. So we'll talk more about insulin and what it means to you and your weight problems and why you have trouble losing weight in the future. But that's a starter course on it today, and we're looking forward to hearing from you. So have a great day. Next time we see you, I hope to see less of you. And this is Dr. Oliver at Fat Doctor TV saying so long for now.